Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome to today's Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. We'll start with prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namne Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyadadesha Tarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripasindubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Somehow it seems we are meeting after a long time. Seems like that. I don't know why. Yes, so even one day's break, it seems as though we are meeting at a very, very long time. It makes a big difference. We had planned for Srimad Bhagavatam discussion for all of you, but then it didn't work out. But anyways, here we are. So thank you so much for coming to today's discussion. So without further ado, we begin today's shloka. Can you tell me what are all the different processes of self-realization? Anyone? What are the different parts of self-realization that you know of? Okay. Inquiring, who am I? And I'm asking what is the process. Mystic powers, yes. Dhyan yoga. Please answer it. Yes, Ashtanga yoga or Dhyan yoga. Mystic powers, that is one way. Any other way? Karma yoga, yes. Offer your fruits to Krishna and then you will get the knowledge of your not body or soul. Bhakti yoga. Bhakti yoga has 9 limbs. There are 9 limbs of devotional service. Jnana Yoga, yes, you can realize who you are by speculating different scriptures. Okay, anyone else? Nishkama Karma Yoga. Oh, you have to perform work without actually trying to gather the fruits. Okay, different parts you mentioned. In this particular purport that you're doing, we're going to learn. We will understand what is the only way. Now, where are we? Where are we right now? We are in Naimisharanya. So there are 88,000 sages. Initially, these 88,000 sages, they had assembled. They had assembled for what? They said, we will do 1,000-year-old sacrifice. 1,000-year-old sacrifice. Let us do that. But as a result of sacrifice, only one thing happened. You know what happened as a result of sacrifice? Doing 1,000-year sacrifice, what happened? Devotees can turn on the videos, please. Keep your videos on. The result of 1,000-year-old sacrifice was that all these people's, the sages' faces became black because of smoke. That was the only result. Their faces became blackish because of the smoke. They were coughing. That's what happened as a result of performing the sacrifice. Now what? So now they want a sure and certain way. So they want something which is the only way in Kali Yuga. What can be the only way? Let's find out. The first canto, first chapter, 21st shloka. कलिम् आगतमाज्ञाय क्षेत्रेऽस्मिन् वैष्णवे वयम् आसीना दीर्घसत्रेण कथायां sakshanā हरिः. So people are saying, Kalim Agatam. Please understand, Suta Goswami. Who's going to answer all of our question? Please understand, Agatam, it has come. It has come. What has come? Kali has come. Kali is back. All these yugas come in cycles. Satya, Treta, Dwapar, Kali. Satya, it is cyclic yuga. So now Kali is back. Kali Agatam. Kali has come back. Ajnaya, please no Ajnaya. Kalimagatam Ajnaya. Please understand Kali is back. We are in Kali Yuga. We are in Kali Yuga. So many times what happens is when I talk to my very close friends and I tell them that what strategies we used to use in India for preaching, they would say, Prabhu, now you are in Western world. They keep reminding me. That's why, Prabhu, you are in Western world now. You are not in India, Prabhu. You are in Western world. With a lot of frustration, they tell me. Yes. So similarly here, the sages of Naimisharanya are equally telling Suta Goswami, Prabhu, Kali Yuga has come. You are in Kali Yuga. We are not in some other Yuga. So we are in Kali Yuga. We have to be conscious. This is Kali Yuga. I remember once we had a youth center and I was advising the students that go find a place where, again, this is in India. I don't know if it works here. Go find a place where there's a cow and the milkman can actually milk in front of our eyes and he can give us the milk. Devotees liked the idea. They said, okay, bro, we'll find out. So they found out one person, okay, who has a cow and who milks. So they tried to tell him that, please, you milk in front of us and fresh milk you give us. And he was not getting convinced. Then finally they said, Prabhuji, he's not getting convinced. I said, I will come. I'll convince him. So I spoke to him. And you know what he said? Sir, this is Kali Yuga, sir. This is what he's telling me. That means he's going to add water. I said, you tell me what's the price of a price per liter of the milk that you want to charge. But I want the fresh milk and I want no dilution. Can you do that? And he said, sir, this is Kali Yuga. What is the meaning? He is definitely going to cheat. That's what he wanted to say. No matter what, after you leave, I'm going to add water. So Kali Yuga is the age of quarrel, iron age of quarrel, iron age of Satyuga, golden age, Treta Yuga, silver age, Dwapar Yuga, copper age, Kali Yuga, iron age. We already discussed what is the meaning of this iron age. No standard. Yes, no standard. Gold means gold standard. That's a highest standard. Iron age, iron has no standard, no class. Kshetresmin Vaishnave Vayam. Hmm. So now they have said that Kali Yuga has come. And because the Kali has come, what have we done? Vayam, we all guys, we have taken shelter of this holy place. Kshetre Asmin. We are all taking shelter of this holy place. Vaishnava, all Vaishnavas, we all devotees, we have taken shelter of Dham. What is the speciality of Dham? What's the meaning of Dham? Dham means Lord's abode, and literally the meaning of Dham is influence, Prabhav. Prabhava means that influence. You go to a holy place and you chant. Your chanting is much more effective. How many of you have this particular experience? I'll tell you. Let me, before asking the question, you're all raising hand. Please wait. How many of you have this experience? You just get up and chant on your bed in your bedroom. Your chanting is going to be very drowsy. Now, you're going to be, you're not chanting. At the same time, you come out of the bedroom and go to your puja room, your place where you have your altar, and you chant there. Your chanting is better. Agreed? You have experience? Okay. Now you leave your altar room, you leave your home, and you come to the temple. You come to the temple and you chant. Your experience is even better. Agreed? Chanting in temple is even better. Now you go with a group of devotees to a pilgrimage and you're sitting in the dham where Krishna has performed his pastimes and you're chanting there. What's your experience? The next level, right? And that's what they are trying to tell, the significance of the kshetra, the place. Even in Bhagavad Gita, there is a significance of kshetra spoken by Dhritarashtra. Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samaveta yuyutsava, the place. My children, they are wicked. They are wicked in the mentality, Duryodhana and party. But because of that kshetra, the place, because of that place has that potency. Did these people's mentality change? Did they decide not to fight? Sanjaya, please tell me. That is the first sloka of Bhagavad Gita. Right? The kshetra, the place matters a lot. Asina, we have taken our position, we have taken a place. Asin, asan, we say na asana, vyasasana. Asana means the seat of Vyasdev. So asina means we have now seated here. For what? We have come for a satra, a session, or a class, satra. And what kind of session? Long session. We are not here for some crash course. Okay. Sometimes I go to some temples, they warn me, Prabhu, you have to start the class in time. That is not no problem. You whether you start the class in time, don't start, we are not bothered. But you should finish in time. Yes. 7 p.m. is prasadam. That is the most important activity. Okay. So no matter when you start at 6:55, we are not bothered. But 7 o'clock you should end. They want to keep it short. Don't extend. Our people will get bored. They will go away. They will never get come. People say that. Yes. And that's why I like to keep time. That's always good. Yes, because my teacher's training course, I understood. You want to be a good teacher? Leave your students before time. They will run and come to your lecture next time. Prabhuji, Prabhuji, Prabhuji. Prabhuji is very good. Why leave it before time? But here the sages are making it very clear. We are here for what? We are not here for some short crash course. Dirgha Satrena. We are here for a very, very prolonged Sat, of course. Here the Satra, their reference was performance of sacrifice. Yes, a session of sacrifice. We are here for Dirgha. Dirgha means very long session. And how long? They said we have the next 1,000 years. If you tell a speaker you're having a long class, speaker becomes very happy. I can be very slow. I can take one word. We can elaborate. We can discuss very deeply. Yeah, very deep discussions we can have. Oh, that'll be wonderful. That'll be so nice. Yeah. So we want that deep discussions. That'll happen when you have long sessions. Katayam sakshana harehi. Yes, sakshana. So what now? How do you? Although we came here for 1,000 year sacrifice, but now we have decided that's not such a good idea because one thing that's happened is our faces have become black. They're going to confirm this in the first canto 18th chapter. The only thing that happened as a result of sacrifice is our faces became blacky. We don't want that. Black because of snow. We want Hari Katha. Hare He Kathayam. We want Katha means the pastimes. We want pastimes of Hari. Yes. Sa Akshana. Sa Akshana means whatever time. First of all, they say long session. Now they say whatever time we have. Whatever time. Yes. The time left with us, we simply want to spend in hearing and inquiring about the pastimes of Krishna. And yes, this Srimad Bhagavatam session went for 1,000 years. Amazing, right? Imagine you are invited. And this first of all, okay, there is going to be a 5 hour Bhagavatam discussion. Hardly somebody will come. Even if they come, they will not turn on their videos. They will not participate. The session will be on. Yeah, we'll keep doing our work. You keep speaking. You get purified. For your purification, you speak. Right? No, they are very clear. We are going to sit here and we are going to listen. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. Knowing well that the age of Kali has already begun, we are assembled here in this holy place to hear at great length the transcendental message of Godhead and in this way perform sacrifice. The real sacrifice. So this is the real yajna. What yajna we are going to hear? We are going to do Swadhyaya yajna or Shravana yajna. For any sacrifice, what do you need? What do you need? Three most important. You need many things, but what are the three most important things, ingredients? Let's look at a fire sacrifice. Okay. When we say Havana or fire, could you need a altar, fire altar? Correct. Then you need an offering to be made. Swaha. You're making some offerings. You're throwing some seed. You're feeding some seed. You don't throw. Okay. So this personality who is giving the seed is the Guru, spiritual master, Shiksha Guru, who gives the Shiksha. This is the message of Bhagavad. And this is our ear. Even our ear represents a kunda, right? Agni kunda. Look at this, our ears. So this is this altar of sacrifice. Swaha. So the Bhagavatam is entering into this. So this is also a type of yajna. This is called a Shravana yajna or Swadhyaya yajna. There's study going on. This all comes in the fourth chapter of Bhagavad Gita. The fourth chapter of Bhagavad Gita tells us the different types of yajnas. This is also called as Jnana Yajna because we are getting the transcendental knowledge. Brahmarpanam, Brahmahavir, Brahmagno, Brahmanahutam, Brahmaivatena Gantavyam, Brahma Karma Samadhina. So this is pure knowledge that's entering that fire. Not ghee, come on, you pour hot ghee into here, it's just gone. The fellow will be gone. He'll not be able to hear Bhagavatam after that. Okay. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. The purport has three themes. The process of self-realization in Kali Yuga, sages setting example for us, and third, the responsibility of Indians. Let's find out. Process. This age of Kali is not at all suitable for self-realization by the methods practiced in Satya, the golden age, Treta, the silver and age, Dwapar, the copper age. So Prabhupada is clarifying. These are the previous ages. So we cannot do any of this stuff. Why? Yesterday's discussion we were having, I don't know how many of you came for yesterday's discussion, Sunday evening. I had informed in the group, we're going to have discussion in evening, not in the morning. So in Satyuga, people had four limbs of Dharma. They had austerity, mercy, cleanliness, and truthfulness. The moment the austerity ends, the process of Kali Yuga, Satyuga, which is Dhyan Yoga, cannot be performed because austerity is over. One limb gets reduced in Treta Yuga. After Treta Yuga to Dwapar Yuga, the mercy also gets destroyed. So they cannot perform the fire sacrifice where they actually test if the sacrifice is working by sacrificing a cow. And the cow gets a human body or a heavenly body. At the end of Dwapar Yuga, even the cleanliness ends. So even the process of deity worship, which requires cleanliness and punctuality, is finished. That's gone. So what's remaining? Truth. Now one may ask a question. Prabhuji, do you mean people in Kali Yuga are truthful and honest? That is why there is truth remaining? No, that is not the case. Kali Yuga people are duplicitous hypocrites. That's a fact. So what is the truth remaining? The principle of truth means no matter what you do, eventually the truth will come out. truth alone triumphs. We heard this, right? Satyameva jayate. The truth alone triumphs. So no matter what, somebody is a duplicitous person, that guy is going to be exposed real soon. That's what is the meaning of Kali Yuga. Doesn't mean that everybody is truthful and honest sage. No. The meaning of Kali Yuga is the truth will somehow or the other come out. For self-realization, the people in Satyuga, living a lifetime of 100,000 years, were able to perform prolonged meditation. The Dwapar Yuga, the lifespan was reduced by 100,000 years. So that's what. So every Yuga, people at different age. Satyuga, 100,000 years. Treta Yuga, 10,000 years. Dwapar Yuga, 1,000 years. Kali Yuga, let's see. But in the Kali Yuga, the maximum duration of life being 100 years only. And that combined with various difficulties. We already studied now what are the difficulties of Kali Yuga in the 10th verse. Parayan alpaisha sabya kalavasmin yuge jana manda sumanda mateo manda bhagya upadruta. The recommended process of self-realization is that of hearing and chanting of Lord's holy name, fame, and pastimes. Haribu. So there are three types of kirtans. There is Nama Kirtan, which is the hearing and chanting of the holy name. There is Guna Kirtan, where we chant and hear the different wonderful qualities of Lord. And then there is Katha Kirtan. Katha means the pastimes. Yes. So the sages are setting example for this, this, even this. But out of these three, which is the most powerful kirtan? Srimad Bhagavatam, second canto, first chapter, 11th verse. Etad nirvidyamananam ikshata ut akuto bhayam yoginam nripa nirnitam harer namanu kirtanam. So Nama Kirtan is chosen. Is chosen by Shukadeva Goswami and is prescribed by Shukadeva Goswami to be the most powerful kirtan. Chanting of the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is the most powerful kirtan. Okay? The sages are setting an example. The sages of Naimisharanya began this process in a place especially meant for the devotees of Lord. Yeah. Vaishnava Kshetra. You will find Vaishnavas there. In the Dham or abode of Lord, you find Vaishnavas. Many, many devotees. Yes. And in such a place, in such an association, in such a setting, in such an auspicious environment, they prepared themselves to hear the pastime of the Lord over a period of 1,000 years. They wanted a long class. How many of you like long classes? No, I love it. I love long class. Provided, yes, there's a condition applied. There has to be very healthy discussion. There has to be nice discussion. It should not be that only the speaker is not even bothered about whether the audience is listening or not. Takes the book and keeps speaking. I had a professor in my college. That guy would come to the college. He would just look at the whiteboard and keep talking to himself. Blah 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 blah. We would not even listen to a single word that he would say. And he would be with the board, so attached to the board. He was very board conscious. He would keep talking to the board, and once the lecture is finished, that guy will just walk off. That's what he would do. And sometimes people even do that. Some teachers may also do that in the Bhagavatam class. Their goal is we have prepared something, we just want to dump it. Our job is done, let's move. That's a teacher. But who is a preacher? A preacher is concerned for the audience. Are these guys listening? Please turn on your videos. I want to see if you're listening, you're able to follow. I want to see all of your faces. Are you satisfied? Are you bored? That's a concern of preacher. Oh, I guess now the environment is little serious. Nobody's smiling or laughing. I think I need to crack some joke. Okay, I will tell a joke. Now everyone's cracked up. Now let's go. I think there is something. I look at everyone's face. Oh, they are not able to understand this point. Okay, I think I should speak it with some example or something. So he is concerned whether the message is being taken in or people. Otherwise, that's why I tell to turn on the videos because I'm really concerned to know how many of us are sitting and actually hearing, how many of us are standing and hearing, how many of us are working from home and hearing. I want to know all that. And how many of them are trying to hear? In between, when I tell upon, are you or there? Some people come. Yes, and they go back. So they're not missing in action. So that's the difference between a preacher and a teacher. Preacher is concerned about the audience, right? So when such kind of preacher is there, we don't mind 1,000 years. By the example of the sages, one should learn that regular hearing and recitation of the Bhagavatam is the only way of self-realization. Yes, the only way of self-realization. That is why should we also do this 1,000 Dirgha Sutra? We should also do it. Till the end of our lives, just as these sages, they are setting an example. They said, right? This particular word, Sakshanam, whatever time we have, we are going to spend in listening Srimad Bhagavatam. This should be our determination also. Whatever time we have, we are also going to spend to listen Srimad Bhagavatam. This is how we are going to spend our time. So every day, till the end of our life, we will come in contact with Srimad Bhagavatam. Every day, Nityam Bhagavat Seva. We'll do that. Other attempts are simply a waste of time, for they do not give any tangible results. What is being spoken about other ways? Which means the ways of the other yugas. The other yugas, things are not going to work in Kali Yuga. No. That technology is locked. It's a locked technology. The only thing that is unlocked is actually Shravana and Kirtana. All right. Now, a special stanza, responsibility of Indians. Hare Krishna. Let's see. This is what Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has spoken. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu preached the system of Bhagavad Dharma. That means the teachings of Srimad Bhagavatam. And he recommended that all those who were born in India should take the responsibility of broadcasting the message of Lord Krishna, primarily the message of the Bhagavad Gita. This is the responsibility of every Indian. Doesn't mean it's not the responsibility of Americans or Europeans or Africans. No, it's everyone's responsibility, but especially it said Bharat Bhumite Yala Manushya Janmayar Janma Sartaka Kuri Kuro Parapakar. Yes, Kuro Parapakar. So he made it very clear. Bharata Bhumite Jara Manushya Janmayar. All those guys who were born in Bharat Bhumi, you have only one business, or rather two. You don't have any other business. See, it is duty of everyone to preach. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, Prana ache se hetu prachar. If you have life, you should preach. If you are not preaching, you're dead. This is what Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur said. Which means everybody is meant to preach. You know this philosophy, now preach it. You come in contact with Krishna consciousness, now preach. You come in contact with holy name, tell others to chant. You come in contact with Bhagavatam, go and give them Bhagavatam. Everyone, if you have life, you're supposed to preach. But when it talks about Indians, they have only two things to do. There is no other responsibility for Indians. Number one, Janma Sartak Kori. Chant the holy name, listen to Srimad Bhagavatam, and purify one's own life. And number two, Prachar. Preach this message. There is no other responsibility that you guys have. And When one is well established in the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, he can take up the study of Srimad Bhagavatam for further enlightenment of self-realization. So Bhagavad Gita is the foundation. We call it the Grade 12. The foundation where you graduate schooling. And this is the graduate study of spiritual literatures, Srimad Bhagavatam. The Chaitanya Charitamrita, this is the postgraduate study. And the PhD. Sorry, deal it the other way. Yeah, this is PhD. This is the bhajan, Acharya's bhajans, Vaishnava bhajans. So first, we have to properly understand Bhagavad Gita, all the chapters systematically. And if we properly understand systematically the Bhagavad Gita, we will come to the mood of surrendering to Lord. And with that surrendered mood, when we study Srimad Bhagavatam, then we will, when our Bhagavatam is, we are saturated with Bhagavatam, hearing, then we will have the proper consciousness for the Nama. And Chaitanya Charitamrita starts with the Nama, the chanting of the holy name, and we conclude with Shuddha Nama or Prema, Krishna Prema, the pure love, the Krishna. To quickly summarize what we discussed today, we mainly saw that Srimad Bhagavatam is the only way in the age of Kali Yuga. The other process don't work. The sages of Naimisharanya set this example. They simply heard Bhagavatam till the end of their life, nothing else. So let's do that. Let's make them our role models. They heard continuously. Let's at least hear 1 hour or so every day. And then what's the responsibility of Indians? They have only 2 responsibilities. No eating and sleeping. Learn Srimad Bhagavatam and preach Srimad Bhagavatam, nothing else. It doesn't mean others don't have this responsibility. Everyone should preach. But Indians should only do this. That's what Mahaprabhu said. Hare Krishna. Any questions? No questions. You're all clear with what we have discussed? Karthik Prabhu, yes.
Huh?
You're talking to me or? Okay. Prabhu, you can mute yourself if you're talking. You want to ask question, then you can ask. Anyone else? Okay, we request devotees to kindly stay. There's an announcement that we are going to make. The announcement is we would like to start an initiative of spiritual care giving. This is an initiative I'm starting on a personal level, right? So we are having a forum where we'll be releasing the what do you call it, the Google Forms. Those of you who need spiritual care, okay, we need a mentor, spiritual mentor in our life. Yes, you can fill up the form. And the second forum is somebody says, I want to be a spiritual caregiver. I want to be a spiritual buddy. I want to be a spiritual mentor. You have a desire to be so, right? Even then, you can fill up the form. We'll definitely mention 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are the 5 criteria to be a spiritual mentor or a guide or a buddy? And even if you don't fit in, but nevertheless, you're very eager to be a spiritual buddy, kindly you can go ahead and fill up this form. It'll be really nice. Okay. And somebody feels we really want a spiritual buddy, a mentor in our life, you can go ahead and fill up the form as well. We'll be circulating these forms and we request the devotees to kindly fill it up if in case you're interested in either of this, and you can help us to serve you better. Okay, Karthik Pro, you ready?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dhanavad Pranam.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Actually, I was also small busy, that's why I'm again. I have one question. Already you are also telling to after learn that bhakti, we should preach. But if you see other hand, this Nama Aparat, also there mention you should not advise to non-devotee as bhakti regarding this bhakti. So what is the moral?
Yeah. The Namaparat doesn't say you should not preach. The Namaparat says do not preach the ninth offense. Yes, to preach the glory of the holy name to the unfaithful. That is the ninth offense. So what do we do? What do we do then? We should give faith first and then praise the glories of the name. Yes, so first give them faith. If they are faithless, give them faith. Then preach about the glories. Doesn't mean don't preach. Give them the faith. Is that okay? Anyone else has any questions before we close? Yes. Hey, Picha Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I just have a very small little question. You had mentioned that it's important for those born in India to preach, but I heard one of Prabhupada's lectures, Bhagavatam, first cantos, chapter 7, the text 27, when Prabhupada said Bharat also means like the entire earth, because at a time, I think it was under the same administration, the Pandavas, right? Or Parikshit Maharaj had control over the entire earth. So I thought that meant Bharat or India. So it means all of us in a sense, or was my understanding incorrect? I wanted to ask you that.
Your understanding is also correct, but Mahaprabhu's time, the definition of Bharat had changed till then. I'll tell you something very quickly. Some of you may understand, some of you may not. This is the Bhumandala, the entire plate of this is actually called the earth in the Vedic literatures, Bhumandal, with the Meru Parvat in the center. And it has 7 islands. The central island is called as Jambudweep. Jambudweep has 9 parts called the 9 Varshas. Okay? And this particular Varsha, which is the southern part of Jambudweep, is called as Bharat Varsha. And Bharat Varsha is divided into 9 parts. And the final part is a ball-like round material. This is called as Bharat Khanda, which today we call as Earth. Got it, right? So whenever Shastras mention about Bharatvarsh, they talk about this tract of land, which is a part of Jambudweep, which is a part of the entire Bhumandal. Get it? Just wanting to mention. So by Mahaprabhu spoke this 500 years ago. So till then it had changed. Yes, Her Grace Nanda Mohini Mataji. Where are you? So we like to proudly announce that our Naina Mataji is now Her Grace Nanda Mohini Devidasi Mataji. And
But I
Mohit
was thinking,
Prabhu is His Grace Mohan Murari Prabhu. Hari bol. Where are you? But I'm not able to see you.
I was right here. Hi, Krishna Prabhu.
Okay. Somebody has to become the host and make me co-host. Please make me co-host. Make me co-host. Krishna Kumar Prabhu. Yes, Nand Mohini Mataji.
Prabhu, you were calling Nan Mohini, and I'm like, I raised my hand. He never picked me up, and realized that's me.
Okay, you're still getting used to your name.
Get used to it. Thank you, Prabhu. Prabhu, that's a wonderful initiative. The devotee care program. I've been part of it for a long time. And recently, we've been doing some trainings in Toronto Temple with Rupa Naga Prabhu, and we realized, like Prabhu have created a wonderful program for the mentors. I've done that. Mohit Prabhu have done that too. And we realize when everybody who is mentor with we come together, there were like a lot of loopholes in the program, and there was a lot of training needed before even we started that program. Because some of us are from like me, I have a social worker background, so like I had a lot of concepts, but people from other different professional backgrounds, they didn't have those kind of trainings. So when we pick devotees for that program, I think a little bit of work is needed before we even start that.
Yeah. Thank you for your suggestion. As such, the purpose of this forum is to first understand who are all those who are not getting spiritual care. They're having so many doubts, the doubts are not being addressed. They want to reveal something in confidence, get help, they're not having somebody. They're just attending classes, but they're uncared for. To identify them, number one. And number two, we also at the same time want to have, of course, some of them with immediate needs will be directing them to some devotees. And the number two is to identify those who are willing to be trained in giving spiritual care. Right? So that's the purpose of this forum. Some may say we have some criteria. Minimum 2 years, 16 rounds, having stably practiced bhakti, yes, having attended, he knows the Sadachar, Vaishnava Sadachar very well. So we are having our criteria, but nevertheless, the most important criteria is the eagerness to get trained. So basis
But
that,
Prabhu,
yeah.
this is something like everybody I was sitting on that mentorship training were all devotees for many, many years. And I think when the newcomers come, it's more about settling, not their devotee needs initially, it's more about settling their general needs, helping them with everyday stuff, answering their questions, not just devotionally, but practically in life. So that's why I was just bringing that point, because I know it's a wonderful initiative. I think if we go a little bit more prepared into it, it will actually be more fruitful. That's my
Yeah, it's
only
all prepared. We have
2
all
cents.
the materials time tested for last, at least I've been teaching this for last 15 years, this particular course. We have it
Wonderful.
ready.
And
Yeah.
so one question from the class, Prabhu, said the importance of doing Bhagavatam every single day.
Mhm.
Mostly we try best, but there are times when you get out of that cycle. So sometimes when we fall off, what's the way to come back?
Okay, when we are sticking to one particular forum, yeah, we choose a forum and try to be regular in that. And we are sticking to one forum and we are not suppose there are 3, 4 ways. I'll be very practical here. You miss the forum, go back to the recording. You miss the forum, there is no recording available. Let's go and listen some Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev. We can listen from them. And suppose it may happen in future, we are not getting that inspiration from this forum. We started with the forum. It was a brilliant start, but now I'm getting inspiration in some other forum. No problem. Go there and take. After now, you've given it a sufficient thought. Okay, I'll go join that particular forum. But nevertheless, continue this Nityam Bhagavad Sevya. We continue and stick to it. It's not that we should keep jumping and hopping from one place to other, right? We should stick to at least one forum and we go there. Okay, I'll try this, I'll give it up, I'll go there, give it up, I'll go there, give it up. That's not done, right? That means a person is just doing some nectar shopping. First few months, I pick up the lecture. Now I know this person. Now he speaks the same thing. I know all of this. Next, change. So that's a very materialistic idea of Srimad Bhagavatam, right? So, but nevertheless, if somebody is really not feeling that spiritual nourishment now, I'm not feeling that nourishment anymore. I'm not feeling that connection anymore. All right. Then with due permission, blessings of seniors, I'll try some other forum. And only when we have tried something else, then we move there. But the point is, every day we are part of some kind of discussion. And if we miss that, recording not available, Srila Prabhupada. Let's go and actually hear Srila Prabhupada's lecture and get nourished. Okay? So that way we remain committed to the process of hearing. Okay? Thank you. Please remember your name. So, how can we give faith? There's a question. How do we give faith? As such, faith is not something that is given in the sense you purchase from the market and give it. Faith is there in our heart. And when we have this, when we genuinely associate, genuine association means with the mood of service, then that faith is transferred in that association. Association can be in the form of we speaking Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita. Association can be in form of we just having an interaction. And just by interactions, we understand that person has so much of faith in Krishna. And even the faith can be transferred with genuine dealings. You deal very nicely. And just because of the warmth of dealing, one gets the faith. Yes, or just by serving together. Okay, we did book distribution together. We did kitchen seva together. We did cleaning service together. And in course of that, even that service, we understand that this person has so much of faith in Guru and Krishna. So that's how the faith is transferred. By genuine sadhu sangha. Kirtan. That's a way to transfer faith also. Is it all right? So I really went 5 minutes over time. So we'd like to conclude the forum here. And I'm very, very grateful to all you wonderful devotees who came and gave me this opportunity to share whatever little I've learned from my teachers. So I'm very, very grateful to all of you. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Thank you all very much. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Samasta Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hari Hari Bol. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.